What's good, everybody? We're here all the way live on a Tuesday on VPHS Esports' Twitch channel. We are going into week 4 of competition under the UFEA. It's going to be Villa Park versus Ascend Leadership. Best of 5. It looks like we'll be starting off with Lijiang Tower this week. So stay tuned as we load up and get the other team queued in for today's match. All right, everybody, stay tuned as we're loading in the teams for today's match. First map is Lijiang Tower. Lijiang Tower is known as a control map. It's unique because essentially it's 3 different smaller maps that are all coexist in one larger area. So it's a cool setup. You got outside, inside. It's fun. But yeah, you go Night Market, Garden, and Control Center. So we got to check this out as that is our map pick for today's start of week 4 of competition. So stay tuned. We're getting Ascend to load up and get ready to start today's Overwatch competition. All right, everybody, if you're wondering what's going on, why the delay, we're getting all teams to load up. There's a little technicality that has to be taken care of prior to the match, and that's being taken care of right now. So if you're wondering what's going on, we're loading in right now, so no big deal. Stay tuned, jump in the chat, join me, have a conversation with me as we get ready to load into Lijiang Tower. The first of 5 possible matches today, starting off on a control map, and then we'll go from there, depending on who wins or loses this first round. So let's go. Big shout out to Huntis Land, one of our mods at VPHS Esports. Big shout out to Jay Younger. I'm gonna make you guys think which one is Jay Younger, because there's 2, right? So we find out. Big shout out to Jay Younger for tuning into the stream today. Big shout out to everybody that's actually joining us live today as we load up. I know there's a slight delay. Don't worry about it. We will be getting started soon. We're waiting for a couple players to adjust a couple things on their end, and then we should be loading into Lijiang Tower. First map is a control map, and then we go from there depending on who wins the round, right? So thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure you tell a friend, tweet it, snap it, gram it, whatever it might be. Make sure you tell people, come join us on the stream. I can multitask, so I can run the stream and respond to the chat. So big shout out to everybody tuning in right now. Appreciate your support. Myself and my students appreciate you all being here. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Looks like things are starting to settle in. teams are loaded up. It looks like we will be, like I said earlier, going to Lijiang Tower. We are traveling to the country of China to see the teams battle in this Metropolis map. But here we go. We're loading up. Lijiang Tower, first map is Control. It is the best of 5, so we'll see what's going on. All right, looks like the team's ready. As soon as screen change, here we go. Boom!
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
All right, loading into Lijiang Tower. Ooh, here we go. So the idea is to come to this center tower and hold control. Whoever can hold this point the longest takes the dub in this round. Once we go from here, it's either we're going to either Control Center or the Garden. This right here is known as Night Market, everybody. Teams right now are loading up, choosing their agents, choosing their heroes. Who are they going to play? So it looks like Ascend's going with Hammy, Little Sig, Junkrat, 76, a Lucio for support, or supporting heal. So they got 2 supports, a shield, another tank / shield, and then of course a DPS with Junkrat and 76. So here we go. Like I said, first team to hold this point the longest wins the round. So let's capture the objective on this control point map. All right, looks like Ascend's already dropping into the point, trying to hold it down as fast as possible. Looks like Villa Park TP'd into the location, holding point from inside. Gotta attack that Sigma shield. They're keeping Ascend out of the point right now, but they also should watch out for flank, as Ball can come in and just paw drive on them and knock them off of point for a little, temporarily, really, not a little bit, just temporarily. Sigma wall, Sigma's trying to come in through his wall, but Villa Park pushes right through it as they keep the team really outside on Night Market, outside of the temple. Oh, there goes Ball. All right, Junkrat's doing what Junkrats do, and they just kind of shoot and hope to just cause chaos with their shots. Let's go back inside. Junk's trying to flank right now. Team picked up on that, and we'll hold inside point to see what happens. Let's take a player view. Let's see if it gives me the opportunity. Let's follow Saint as. Alright, Ball's trying to flank. Ball paw drive. Or pile drive. Let me enunciate a little bit better for you all. Saint has his turrets set up inside, so as soon as they come in, they get harassed by the turrets. They are contesting point at the moment. They got actually flanks from left and right side. Looks like Darshan is taking on the Sigma, the opponent tank. Ooh, Simwall. Oh, going for the flux. Ooh, took out Saint. Nicely timed. Ooh, got Mithram with the Czar. Oh, bubble bombs. Trying to keep him out. Oh, and ultimate's ready. Oh, Ball's flanking from behind though for Ascend. Oh, Ball's in, Ball's out. Ball's balling. Objective secured 100% to Villa Park on this first of 3 points on this control map. Oh, let's go. Round 1 goes to Villa Park. Alright, looks like we're going to Control Center next, everybody. Again, similar to Night Market, the point is this location we're looking at right now is to hold it for as long as possible. In that last round, Villa Park held off Ascent 100% of the time. Pretty much 100% of the time if you look at the bar in the middle, the percentages in the middle. So out of curiosity, if you guys are curious, Ascend's red, Villa Park is blue. Here we go, battle for the control. Let's zoom out and see how how the attack approaches right here. Oh, ball's going in, causing a little harassment. Ooh, nice fling up to the top, dropping down. Pile drive, but got nobody on the Villa Park side. Villa Park's taking the high route, going down through mid. Ball sleeping, so no one's gonna bother the ball for the moment, because having ball out of the game slows down Ascend's attack. Looks like Darshan is going for the attack, being the tank, attacking their tank, but keeping everybody out. And attacking ball. Looks like right now Villa Park's pushing out Ascend, almost to spawn, but some of Ascend's actually pulling off mid right now. That Lucio is bouncing around. You guys have ever seen a good Lucio play? A good Lucio player can actually bounce around this whole environment and just cause mass havoc and support. Alright, let's see what Reaper's thigh is up to right here. And it's just one thigh. Don't worry about the other one. Trying to harass Hammy. Going after ball. The one cat boosting and supporting the team right now. As a Mercy should. Saints going Genji. About to see some wall climbs and some ninja stars do their thing. Maybe a little dash. Yep, dash to 76. Chasing. Oh, there goes their 76 because our Genji Saint did his job. Little heal. Our Zar is pushing them back to spawn, but coming back to point. Their Junkrat is actually middle ground up top. Let's take over the camera view again.
The advantage is mine.
So right here, we're trying to get the team, we're essentially trying to get the team past kind of spawn entry of the control center, going through mid upstairs right here. But unfortunately right now, Villa Park's holding that tall. That Hammy did just ult out its damage orbs. So we'll see, but it looks like Ascend's actually going around, might do a top drop down to the bottom. Oh, here comes a tire. How many Villa Park players will that take out? None, because Reaper destroyed that tire. Became completely useless. A useless ult. The team's pretty staggered right now. Ascend's pretty staggered. As they got people going from left and right, trying to make things happen, but they do have two people on point. Ball's going after our TPS Reaper. Saint just showed up as Genji, took care of that as they hold point down for round 2, going to Villa Park, which is round 1 dub to Villa Park. GG's on this first of possible five rounds right here, 5 maps, and Saint with the Pog. Let's check it out. Oh, little blade action right here. Alright, so let's switch it up going to intermission, because now we got to see what our next map is. Being that Ascent lost that map, they actually get to choose what happens next, which map we're going on to next. And I can tell you guys right now, the next map is going to be a hybrid map. So they have a choice between Kings Row, Blizzard World, and Numbani. So now we got to see which map gets chosen next. So for those of you guys curious, a hybrid map is a mixture of assault and escort maps, a little combination of both. So now we wait to see which of the 3 maps gets chosen, right? Because I myself am very curious. If you have been on the stream with me before, you know I have a couple favorites in these choices. So we just got to see now what happens, what is chosen, where we're going, where the team's traveling to, right? Those of you guys curious, Kings Row is taking place in the United Kingdom. But like I said, we have to wait for the team to choose where we're traveling to. Numbani takes place in Africa, if you're curious at all. Then Blizzard World is like a theme park, right? And it looks like we're going to Blizzard World. We're traveling to Irvine, California, because that is the headquarters for Blizzard, and that is where Blizzard World takes place fictionally. So we are traveling. For some of us, we're already in our home state. Well, for everybody tuning in today, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys joining us on stream, being here with us, supporting the program, the students, as we are in week 4 of competition. Let's see who's joining us in the chat. One of our Overwatch subs, Andy's in the chat. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. We got a couple others in here, so let's see. All right, looks like teams are loading up, and we're about to be ready to travel to Blizzard World. So again, this is a hybrid map. It's a mixture of both Assault and Escort, and here we go.
Welcome to Blizzard World.
I think this might be a curveball. The last couple matches of the week, we've been at Kings Row, and here we are at Blizzard World checking things out. So for those of you curious as to how Blizzard World works out, let's take a little fly through, right? So the teams come in through this main choke right here that I'm about to fly into. Start off here, push back in through these 2 corridors. You can go either left or right, or go through the top on my right hand side. Battle it out right here momentarily.
Ready for battle.
Then head into this middle point, or the second choke, and then work their way into that clock tower that I'm looking at right now. So let's take flight and find out what the setup's gonna look like.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Right now, it looks like Ascend's running their same heroes as the last map on Blizzard World, and Villa Park is changing things up. So let's see, if I hit a couple buttons here, we'll see what happens. There we go. A little good luck, have fun. Looks like Team Overwatch, Team Villa Park's holding the top, the whole high ground. So they're going to give them that first choke possibly. But we'll see how this works out. Little fire strike from our Reinhardt. Darshan the Big D is holding it down as a tank with Sam as Orisa or Mithram. All right, there's Sigma drop shield to allow them a little coverage as they try to push in through the first choke. Team's holding high ground. Sigma's coming through that little corridor right there, but is pushing back with shield as protection. Junkrat's harassing from the right-hand side of the screen. Looks like Reaper's going around trying to take out that ball that's trying to hold point. Because remember, the goal is to get right there to where this battle is happening on screen right now. The ball is out of commission. Got that one can't damage boosting or DPSs to make sure the damage happens accordingly, properly, and the other team gets taken out of the game. Oh, Zen's by himself and out of the game. Zen's one of the supports on the Ascend side of the map. Alright, now we hold point, see what happens next. Junkrat's back up in the game, and there goes Junkrat out of the game. So you got 76 being boosted and healed, actually more healed than boosted by their Mercy at the moment. There, it looks like their Mercy has their ult, which means Valkyrie can be dropped at any point. Oh, Orisa versus Sigma. Sigma's eating right now to save himself a little bit. Those Sigma orbs, if you've never played Sigma, you can actually use a little geometry, little math term right there, little scholasticness right there, and bounce those orbs at angles to help you create damage and keep yourself hidden from opponent damage. So it looks like Ascend still trying to push through this first choke successfully, get themselves back on point. But we also have to figure out that if Ball can get through, then he can contest a little bit. Oh. Nice little collabo right there between the Ashe and the Reinhardt. Looks like our Orisa has bongos, a little tank support action right there. Oh, that Sigma took a little damage on that one. Looks like Ascent's trying to come in from below and surprise Villa Park. Looks like our Moira is ready to coalescent. Oh, they're fluxing. Oh, fluxing did not happen. It got canceled. Just like their 76 was just canceled. Unfortunate for them. It looks like our Reinhardt has a shatter, so there, if Ascend groups up, you can see a little fatty shatty happen into play. Looks like they came back. Streamer BTW showed up with a Hanzo. Hanzo's actually a cool player because him, like Genji, can climb up these walls and just drop down on you. Oh, dragons. Oh, shatter on the Sigma. Sigma went flying and got pinned. Wowzers. Looks like we're in overtime because Ascend was able to hold point. But round one goes to Villa Park. That overtime was temporary.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
Alright, now it's Villa Park's turn to attack and not play defense because Ascend's going on defense. So let's see what type of defensive strategy Ascend brings against Villa Park on Blizzard World. Again, this is a hybrid match, so it's a mixture of Assault and Escort for those of you guys curious. Low-key, I do love the design behind Blizzard World. Like a mixture of being at one of those California theme parks where it's certain parts of Disney and certain parts of Universal. Are we gonna see Pinocchio or are we gonna see Harry Potter? It's got a little blend of both. Let's take it to the sky and give a higher aerial perspective of the map.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, looks like we might have a timeout because one of their players might have just had technical difficulties. So we are in a pause. Unfortunately, that does happen. Shout out to XB Cash for the follow on the Twitch. We appreciate that. Any support is always appreciated from our audience. Again, feel free to jump in the chat, support the team. Welcome, Nick. First time chatter. Am I the coach for the team? You know, at this point, the team's pretty well balanced where occasionally I give them pointers, but when they're playing and I'm casting, I leave them alone. Great question, though. Appreciate that, Nick Cruz. I'm reading the chats. I'm here, buddy. All right, here we go. We're going back in. Ascend brought back their player. They're loaded. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
All right, here we go. The battle at first choke. Who will take this? How's Villa Park gonna play this defense? Or this? Oh, it looks like we have a Torbjorn with the Torbjorn turret behind the statue. That would have caused a little bit of safety for that turret because the statue blocks it. Looks like we're going through the right hand side of the screen, pushing through to the middle choke. Trying to gain a little bit of action and traction. We got Diva and Reaper Sty as Tracer. There goes our Winston going in for a little ground and pound. Bro, there goes Hog. What's the Orisa gonna do? Orisa got pushed back. Looks like Villa Park might start taking this first point. And it was taken. And that's all necessarily that was needed for this one, right? So great question in the chat. I'm confused. How this game works, and are we winning? So Villa Park has taken both of these first two rounds, right? So the first round was a control map, which was who can control the longest area on the map, right? Each map has a certain point that you have to control, right? This map was known as a hybrid map, right? The hybrid map means that it's a mixture of control and push. So what that means is there's 3 points that have to be conquered. This first point that you just saw Villa Park take needed to be taken by Ascend. Once Ascend takes that, then this cart comes out that they have to push through 2 more points in order to win the map. So that's how this works out. And the next map you'll see is pretty similar, as they're gonna have to decide who can hold and push the you know, essentially the longest here, right? At a certain point, you either have time limits, which if one team starts to contest a little bit more, then you have overtimes, and then whoever holds out at the end is the winner. So hopefully that helped you guys out, and keeps you informed, right? So let's see. So that was. All right, so here's the next map. It's Escort. So now Escort's all about pushing the payload, right? The options are Dorado, Havana, and Route 66. Last week, Villa Park was challenged on Route 66. So we'll see what is chosen. What is chosen by Ascend, because they get to pick what happens. And yes, we do have tryouts for the teams. Keep an eye on social media. I post that pretty frequently when we have tryouts. We'll have tryouts for Overwatch, Valorant, possibly Fortnite for the next year. Hopefully bring back our Rocket League team. So yes, we try to have those probably in the fall, September time, maybe, because we start school in like late August. So around that time to get the teams built and team chemistry going. Might even talk to the team about hosting tryouts earlier so we can do summer team chemistry workouts, so we can start building some solid teams like some of the traditional sports do. But here we go. So as we wait, we are into intermission right now, waiting for Ascend to pick the next map. So like I said, it's going to be an escort map. Whoever can push the payload all the way to the end of the map is considered the winner. If time runs out, then it's whatever team gets the furthest in a sense, right? So those options are Dorado, Havana, and Route 66. All 3 amazing maps. And then we go from there. Shout out to my underclassmen in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys being here, supporting the program. Hopefully we can bring you on and be part of a team. All right, so it looks like we're going to Route 66 for this escort map. Route, tomato, however you say it. Here we go. Always remember, everybody, stay hydrated. Imposter check. How y'all doing today? Sitting comfortably? Yes, for those of you guys wondering, we do have people at lunch to talk to. You can talk to myself, Mr. Larios. You can talk to Huntis, aka Tyler. All the esports mods are usually in the room at lunch. All right, here we go. Entering Route 66.
Initiating match.
All right, Route 66 is another one of those maps that takes place in the United States, aka Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's kind of a little desert terrain. But here we go, guys. You guys want to take a fly through? Let's check it out. So, one team will come through here. This is spawn point for one team, which looks like it'll be the Villa Park spawn point. Actually, it looks like it's a Ascend spawn point. And then you have the payload. You have to escort this payload all the way through, down this street, down this highway, let's be correct, all the way through, get this door to open, and go through the doors and enter what looks like a mine shaft. Let's go to the sky. Looks like a pretty chaotic scene, right? Check out that landscape. Check out the design on these maps, everybody. Love this stuff.
5, 4, 3.
Here we go. Match time.
Attackers incoming.
Looks like Reaper's Thigh is running as Junkrat. Mithram as Sigma. Darshawn as Reinhardt. Jay as Zen. Saint as the Widowmaker. Oh, here comes their Winston. A little trouble, dropped his shield. But dropped the shield and didn't stay in it. There goes their Winston. Their Diva's taking high ground, harassing our Widowmaker, which is what a Diva can do because she can fly and take care of that situation. We got Mercy. Looks like Genji. And Lucio. Here comes their Winston again. So the goal is this payload that we're staring at right here to keep pushing it down the highway. Let's take a better angle at the battle. Looks like they're holding still right now, probably regrouping so they can do a team push. But it looks like Villa Park's still keeping them pretty close to their spawn point. Their Winston's still holding on top of that derailed train cabin. Drop shield, Satan's shield went into the mine shaft. Probably coming around, jumping back around top, getting harassed by our Zen. Oh, they got a Tracer. Tracer and Winston. Diva got almost bouldered. Sigma throws those giant rocks at individuals.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Alright, the goal is to push this payload, everybody. Push the payload, it's moving. But it gets stalled. You got Tracer up on top on high ground. Gotta love the Tracer because the Tracer can kind of... Oh, they lost a player once again. So as I was saying, as a Tracer, the Tracer can kind of blink and reappear in different parts of the map. Not like drastic parts, but enough to harass the team and then go back and join their team. Great player to use if you have a great player. For those who are curious, my classroom number is R2. So if you guys ever want to come meet the esports team, talk to the esports community that we have on campus, R2 is the place to be at lunch. Yes, I am not also the teacher for graphic design, but also manage our esports program on campus. All right, so we got to wait for their player to come back because technical difficulties happens all the time, everybody. If you guys are enjoying the match today, enjoying the chat, drop some emotes in the chat. Let's see how much you guys are enjoying today's match and being here with us today in support of our amazing students here at Villa Park High School. And Ascend. Coconut Lori, welcome to the chat. Here we go, back at it. Reconnected. I love it when the parents show up. We got Senor Younger in the chat too. He's hanging out watching, so we appreciate our parents. Without you, we wouldn't be here, to be honest. You guys are our backbone as we check out this possible final battle in the best of 5, right? So far, Villa Park has taken 2 of the 3 maps against Ascend leadership. Oh, here goes a Flux. Flux got Diva and Genji. Took out the Genji. Looks like their Pharmacy or the Mercy's out for right now, but the Mercy can't come back and valk the team into a little boosted support. Oh, there's that blink. Where did Tracer go? Can't keep up with the Tracer. Oh, Tracer's on that end. Oh, saved herself from that barrage of an attack. All right, they got Zen. Zen's going up the broken down train, man. The caboose. All right, you got Genji. Oh, you had Genji on the back end. Had him on the back end. There goes their Winston coming in. That's only 1 out of the 5 players, so the Villa Park team can just send off a couple heroes on that end to take care of that. Here comes Tracer. Tracer blinked right through them.
60 seconds remaining.
We got 60 seconds left here on this first push, on this first payload push, and it doesn't seem like Ascend's getting very far right now as Villa Park is pushing them back to spawn point. Oh, there comes Winston again. Ooh, double bounce. Oh, he's gone feral. He's raging. Oh, Zen. He's zenning out. Feel my heels is what he's saying right now. We got 30 seconds left for a push to happen. A little different than Apex, I would say. Overwatch is definitely different. Oh, there goes Genji. A little different than Apex. I think Apex is a little bit more similar to a futuristic CSGO, Valorant nowadays. So futuristic COD. Like if you were a fan of that, what was it, Black Ops 4, where they were all futuristic, similar to that. And this round goes to Villa Park. Now we flip sides, right? So now Villa Park's goal is to push the payload. In reality, though, because Ascend didn't get the payload pushed very far, Villa Park has just a little bit to push it to win this round. So ideally, there would be a golden square on this map right here saying how far the payload has to be pushed. So that might show up once the clock rolls down and we have our heroes chosen.
Ready for battle.
All right, so there is that golden square that I was talking about, everybody.
Attackers incoming.
That is where the payload has to reach. If this payload goes any farther than this golden square, Villa Park takes this round, which means Villa Park would have taken 3 out of the 5 maps from Ascend and would be victorious this map. They got Orisa, Roadhog, Mercy, Zen, Tracer, and a Widowmaker. So the Widowmaker's gonna more than likely try to get some picks here. That's usually the strat when you run a Widowmaker.
Stop the payload.
Oh. See, and the goal is with the Winston, you want to stay within that shield as much as possible to not take so much damage. Like I said, all Villa Park has to do is push it past this golden square. And so far, they did just that.
Victory.
So that means Villa Park took this best of 5, 3-0.
Play of the game.
And Saint takes the POG once again. Player of the game.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Ooh, unfortunate. Now, if he would have been able to headshot that Genji, that would have been amazing. Because Genji moves quick. All right, everybody. So here we go.
It's nice to be appreciated.
It is a wrap. A big thank you to everybody for tuning in today. Villa Park did take this best of 5, 3-0 against Ascend. So that makes us 4-0 for this season of competition in the UFA league. So 4-0 this season. We 3-0'd Ascend leadership today. But again, thank you guys all for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Remember, if you're a Villa Park student, stop by R1, say hi to the team. Actually, excuse me, R2, and say hi to the team in the community. Come hang out with the rest of the esports community as we're building this for the greater future. To our parents on the stream, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you and all the support you give us. We truly, truly do. But like I said at the end of all of our streams, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you. We love you. And catch y'all later. Catch y'all on Thursday for Valorant. Whether it's our JV team or our varsity team that will be streamed, we still have to find out. And I have to check my schedule. But again, thank you guys all for tuning in and being here. We appreciate y'all. Catch y'all later. Hasta luego. Deuces.